Jericho. It's Davey at Video Warriors, and I just thought impromptu really do a bit of a Clive Barker season. Uh, as I ramble on through this commentary, you'll figure out that I know it's very sketchy what I know about Clive Barker, but I saw to make a long story even longer, I had some store credit at cash converters, and I saw this in there. Normally don't get many first person shooters. Well, I thought I'll give Jericho a go. Got the demo for this. I think when the PS3 first came out, I think it was like one of the first games, and I remember sort of thinking, oh yeah, Clive Barker. But when you're not being very good at first person shooters, I thought I probably won't pay full price for it, so I probably won't get very far. And then the more sort of games have come out, like things like Fear 3, which was sort of had input from John Carpenter and Arkham Asylum that had Paul Dini writing it. Been getting what's the game written by John Milius? There's a game written by John Milius, but I've been getting into the idea of video games written by like proper authors. For want of a better term, because no disrespect to people who write video games, it must be a hard job. So I don't really know anything about this game. I had a little quick look about it on the internet yesterday, and I just loaded this bit up before just to make sure it doesn't need installing or anything. I didn't want to make this video commentary even more boring than it probably is going to be already. So thought maybe sort of, let's say, just do I'll try to do a couple of little parts on this, and I'm going to maybe hopefully next week or so try to do commentary for Nightbreed, the VHS. I've got the camera sitting on top of that box right now. I took a picture of what I've got the camera sort of sitting on. It's a right mishmash of stuff. So yeah, here we go anyway. Let's see what's going on with the intro.
Vigilant and ready to die.
Got a coffee on the go, and here we go.
Jericho. They are called Jericho. They know all too well what the enemy is capable of.
Actually not the first Clive Barker influence game I've played, because I did play Nightbreed on the Amiga. There might have been a couple of versions, like an arcadey one and a sort of an adventure one, and I played the arcade version. And from what I can gather from like knocking around on the internet yesterday, there was another PC game or console game that Clive Barker had sort of was involved with. This is the only one that I can really properly was aware of when it was new, and the Nightbreed one. So I forgot what I've just said. I was actually gonna, I thought to myself, oh, it'd be funny to actually play this at like 3 in the morning and sort of just have the light off the fire in the background. But I thought that's a little bit maybe sort of, aren't these games scary? Plus it might be a bit scary, but I might do that in the later part if I carry on playing this game. So what's really funny though, and a lot of these Video Warriors commentaries that I've done solo, I've kind of rambled so much at the start that I have no idea now what is going on in this. I know they kind of like sort of, obviously they're like Marines or something. I think they're like called Team Jericho, hence the name of the game. Pretty cool graphics. I mean, yeah, I probably would have pissed my pants at that point if this had have been 3 in the morning. Be interesting to see this. It's like 4 minutes 50. How many sort of cutscenes there is? I know somebody's linked them all together as like a big movie. I think it's like about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So But I still kind of like that because this obviously means Clive Barker's had some input into it. Here we go, push that one. Oh no, I've got to take over at that point. Automatically saves and erases everything else off your hard drive. New game. And God created the firstborn in His own image. Can't remember that line. Paul, how would you explain me? It's funny, one of the things that I'm resting this camera on is a Bible, weirdly. Even though I'm atheist, how weird is that? And a copy of NASCAR 2000 for the PS1, which is also another thing I bought with my store credit from Cash Converters. An entity neither male nor female, dark nor light, a singular being that was both beautiful and terrible to behold. Disturbed by the power of his creation, God left it unfinished, banishing the firstborn from reality to the abyss, forsaken and unloved. I've got to keep watching the timer because I can only upload this in 10-minute chunks, not like those posh folks that have got like they can upload any amount of time on YouTube. So yeah, this is going to be in 10-minute sections. It'd be a good excuse for me to complete this game because I have hardly completed any sort of PlayStation games or any games for that matter. I mean, Double Dragon in the arcade, Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2, what is this biblical? Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2, and not many others, it does have to be said. Okay, firstborn reality, first forsaken and unloved. In this place, God started fresh, the slate wiped clean. He divided his next creation into two sexes, gave it intellect, reason, emotion. He gave it the gift of love. He gave it a soul. Called that word, gnostic texts.
It's happening again. Where is this? This is where it was. This isn't real. It's as real as your soul. Help me.
Yeah, well, that was weird.
It's 3 in the morning. And you felt it too.
I've got to admit I wasn't expecting it to have like sort of just sort of be set like in the present. I thought it'd be just sort of set in that weird military setting, so that's kind of cool.
They call us the Jericho Squad. We are the top secret combat
That's Predator.
Army Chaplain's Corps. As far as the government is concerned, we don't exist. Each of us is a specialist in one of the arcane arts. The Army calls us Legion for first occult warfare.
Don't know why I just tried to sing this song they were listening to in Predator. That's gotta sound bad listening to it back.
The church would have burned people like us as heretics and monsters. Now, we fight their wars for them.
Not much of a view, is it? But somewhere down there is the cause of 4,000 years of human conflict. Name any conqueror. Napoleon, Kublai Khan, they've all fought and bled for Al-Khalid. It may well be the oldest city in human history.
I already got a laptop.
It's also ground zero for Operation Vigil. The rest is strictly need to know.
I'd much prefer to have a laptop than a tablet to write on. I'm going to check into that, see if laptops are still actually quite popular, because I reckon they are. And don't get me wrong, I like you know, the iPhone type technology and stuff like that, and I use my phone all the time, but I reckon laptops have still got some life in them. Who does dissertations on tablets?
Those poor kids in London.
You got it. Anyway, Leech and his so-called Brotherhood of the Dark Rapture have been trying to gain access to Al-Khalid for nearly 20 years. Seems that 2 days ago, he finally gave up on subtlety.
Where'd you get these?
Remote viewers at Langley got some psychographic images out before Leech shut them down.
Okay, we'll run this just like the Glamis breach a few years ago. Cold scans for temporal anomalies.
What's really funny as well, I haven't even looked at the instructions, so I just assume X is fire or R2 is fire, so excuse me, basically I'm fucked. Oh god, here we go, it's close to 10 minutes, we'll have to start another clip.